Hey everyone, I'm out at our latest project. You probably recognize this place if you're into detailing. This is the Rag Company's, I guess this is their live studio. They have many studios here. We're going to do a full tour of the place later in the week. But Jeff and Anthony, Levi, the team at the Rag Company asked if we would come out here and dial in their video studio with new cabinets, flooring. The lighting is already in. And so Mike and I, Trevor, Andrea, we came out here to shoot a video series for you. I actually have 10 days booked to be out here to sort of transform, or at least, let's not say transform, dial it into the next level. I actually helped them originally. We have a Mosmatic boom pole, they have a Krenzla, they have a CR Spotless, the old twin bush lift that we used to do. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I originally had set up when I came out here six years ago, and I just kind of consulted with them over the phone. I didn't really have a design service at the time. And so now we have a full design service. Kyle and team worked with the guys here at the Rag Company to redesign this. Many things we've changed. The lighting, we've changed also the flooring. They had SwissTrax Smooth, which is great. The problem with SwissTrax Smooth, it doesn't stay as clean, so we're swapping out for RibTrax. We're going to be doing Russo cabinets, and this is my first time getting hands-on a full Russo cabinet array. They're getting it before I get mine, so I'm excited to put that together as well. Mike's going to dial in the pressure washer. You'll see they just kind of set up a temporary setup 5 years ago. So we're going to take the temporary setup and make it permanent and make it really awesome. So by the time we leave this place, it's going to look quite a bit different than it does right now. But the thing I'm most excited about is ripping out those frickin' hex lights. So there may or may not be a heavy metal montage here of me smashing stuff in the streets. They say they don't want to smash it all because then they might give it to somebody. You shouldn't give it to anybody. I'm not going to let that happen. So before we get into the video, in order to help me pay for this trip out here, I'm hoping that you'll consider entering the garage giveaway, which runs to the end of the month. This is my hat of the day. I brought 10 of our new hats. I think we have like 18 new hats. These things are incredible. So today's hat is the black with blue stitch dialed in, so it matches my minimalist shirt. But our hats have OG banding, really awesome silicone, whatever you call the size adjuster. The mesh has a what does it have in it? It has like a slightly softer nylon. So I'm telling you, this is the best hat I've ever worn. And I'm really pumped about this. So these are our own bespoke hats that we made with our friend David. He helped us design and make this a little OG hit. So every day on this project, I'll give you a little hat update and before we get into the project. So go to obsessedgarage.com, get signed up for the giveaway. We're gonna change somebody's life and come out and do what we're doing here at the Rag Company to somebody's house. Could be you. So let's get started on the project. We're gonna let you follow us along and we do what we do. So hope you'll enjoy this series of us dialing in the Rag Company studio. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, it needs some love. It's a little jankaroo, but this is probably not quite OG spec, but we're gonna make it that way. So I'm gonna take all this off and kind of start over. So I think we'll probably leave the CR Spotless at this height, just simply because we are not doing a reel in here, and we don't want to have extra holes in the FRP like we do on this side. So I think what I'll do is, I don't want to change how this inlet is, straighten all this up, get our pressure washer shelf mounted. Yeah, and then we've got a three-way valve going in to choose between, maybe they are doing a reel in here, I have to talk to them, I didn't ask. But there's a three-way valve going in because they have a Mosmatic boom pole. So we're gonna choose between, I guess, hose reel and boom pole. So anyway, fair amount of work to do. It's basically I gotta start over. Yeah, and then Matt's gonna work on They're gonna work on SwissTrax, which is good.
You make me a little temporary cutting station here. So Mike and Trevor are gonna start on the plumbing, you know, the sophisticated stuff, getting the pressure washer all done. Because all of us, we can all do the simple task, which is start with the flooring. We can't set up the cabinets until we do the flooring, because we're gonna put the cabinets right on top of the flooring. You could put cabinets and cut around them. Just if you can, it's just cleaner. And the SwissTrax can hold, what is it, like 55,000 pound rated or something like that. And so I always end up putting my cabinets right on the SwissTrax. So then we'll just score the table when we go to cut. And that's all you need. And this can be super efficient. You just roll through the stuff when you make your lines. Okay, so we're dealing with in the desert when it rains, and there's water crazy rushing all over the place. So they have this curb here, and the curb is set up to keep the water from running into the building. And so the problem with this curb is the forklifts come and they jump up over the curb, or they come up over the curb, they come in, this is at a different height, and so then it hits if we just do like the regular edge piece, it just grabs the floor and rips it up, right, when you bring a forklift in. And they're doing that often. And so what we need to do is we need something to set the floor. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the SwissTrax 2 inches off the edge, and we're gonna get a piece of steel, a 4-inch piece of steel that's exactly 3/4 of an inch thick. And so that piece of steel is gonna go out here like this. And then we can wedge anchor the steel to the concrete, because you can't really wedge anchor to asphalt's too soft. And so then as the forklift comes over, it jumps over this hump, it hits the steel rather than the SwissTrax. And so then that gives us a nice solid edge to work off of. And so we have to start the floor because we want it to be 2 inches off the edge here. So this floor floats the rest of the darn building. Have him cut this first one for me. It's gonna take me a half an hour to do it. He'll do it in 10 minutes. I need you to cut this one for me first.
Okay.
It's the one on the edge. It's gonna take you 10 minutes or me a frickin' hour.
What do we... Yeah. Measure a lot of times. Cut once. So what I'm doing was I kind of laid out where this will be this corner. Okay, so then I'm measuring off. All my measurements are based off this squared line. So measuring back to here. This is going to come forward and click into this side. But for all intents and purposes, I want to cut around all this. So I just made this is where our edge of the tile will go, and then I'll just measure off of this everywhere and transfer it to here.
See, this is a classic example, Mike, where I get in trouble. So people are like, "Well, you don't do anything." So this is a classic case of, should I take the camera from Mike and operate the camera, or Mike Waba, because he's better at that than I am? Should I push Mike out of the way and say, no, let me do this worse? It doesn't make any sense.
Let me do this worse.
Let me do this worse. Get out of the way, Mike. Let me do this worse. Instead, this is what makes me smart. Leverage talent, and we can together as a group do a superior job. I need to start talking about this more because people just don't understand it. Like, you don't do anything. Like, I built the whole freaking thing. Give me some credit here, people. So why would I push talent out of the way for inferior talent to get in the way and do it worse? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to teach you young men to stop being mean to me because I'm a nice guy.
You are. All right, we need a straight edge.
That.
Sure.
I don't know what it is. Looks like it. It's not our shelf though.
Yeah.
We're supposed to use only our premier products,
right?
Levi.
Right.
This intermixing of these knockoff products is just not going to work for us. Yes, Mike. Well, we laid out the first feet. Matt's cutting that up. And then you got to turn the compressor off. So Matt's cutting SwissTrax. We're getting all the pressure washer uninstalled so we can install it level. What we're going to do, sorry about the air. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount the CR Spotless over here, mount a shelf above it, we're gonna do I'm gonna move this hose bib. Thing I'm gonna do is run it down and into the side of the CR, spotless, down low, rather than having this stick out up here. We'll mount the shelf. We'll mount probably a 3-way valve, either on this wall or on this wall, to choose between reel and pressure washer boom pole. So that's pretty much it. Pressure washer install is not that complicated. You just have to get a few parts, pieces, get some hoses cut. Luckily, we can make custom hose lengths back at OG. I'll get those figured out, hopefully today, if not tomorrow morning, and then we can have those made and shipped out red label. List for Mike. My list: bolts, stainless steel bolts and washers for mounting the pressure washer.
You're sure I cut it
and,
right.
Pressure washer reel and the CR spotless. So I'm gonna through bolt everything because it's plywood right now. I need some construction screws. Anyway, to supervise my labor here. Anyway, so construction screws. What else? I need some. Just going through everything in my head, Michael.
That shirt. What is that shirt that you're wearing?
Wabonita knows what is it?
What is that shirt?
It's I like the color actually.
It's pretty good on you, Mike.
Yeah, I like it.
Salmon? Is that the color?
Salmon? Is that what it is? Salmon. It looks like if I'm solar octane, Mike.
That's your future.
TRD Pro, Mike.
Can you actually say what the shirt's about? It's like a garage giveaway.
Mike, what am I supposed to say? Andrea. So this is a garage giveaway shirt, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't lead into that properly. I'm thinking construction, you're worried about selling t-shirts. But we need to worry about selling t-shirts so we can have a job. So yeah, you get these are great. I like them. This is brand new. I haven't washed this yet.
It looks fresh.
It is. It's real
Your
fresh.
hat is construction
Yeah.
spec too.
Yeah. So this is all giveaway stuff. Yeah. Mike.
You got some sawdust on it already.
Yeah. I've been working, Mike. There's flies around. Mike, did you?
Yeah, what's up with let's talk about it for a second. A little bit of a shiny.
The new Nike, the shiny heel. These are the new
They look
Nikes.
like tuxedo shoes.
Mike, this is my going out to dinner shoes, pal. See, that's why I can cross over. I can go to the nice steakhouse with these or work.
Got it.
See, you see.
Maureen like them?
No, she does not. She doesn't like the shield that's glossy, the heel glossy heel.
Looking for sure.
Mike, thanks. Go away. All right.
The only thing I think, the weather here is quite a bit different. So we do probably get more expansion contraction here from the extremes of summer to winter.
Sure. Well, we are in summer, so we just go to wall, we'll be fine.
Good point, because it'll shrink in the winter, yeah, okay. So you have to keep that in mind. SwissTrax recommends you leave an eighth. I don't like leaving an eighth. It looks terrible.
I think they actually say more than that, yeah.
Yeah, like a 1/4 inch for expansion. So on this door, what can happen is if the sun beats down on it, the floor can bow up because it'll spread out. But we're in the hot time of the year, so I think we should be okay to actually pressure fit it up against the wall, which is my preference.
Well, we're just trying to repurpose as many of these Prevo fittings as we can because the way they had it plumbed is different than the way I'm going to do it, so I'm taking it all apart. If you ever do Prevo, so if you look in the inside of a fitting, like this thing, if you take this apart, if I can get it apart, well anyway, there's a metal tooth ring in there. So when you tighten this together, that metal tooth ring digs into the aluminum. See this right here? You can see where it digs in. So once you tighten them really, really tight, they're hard to get back apart. They'll slide inward, but it's kind of a one-way deal. So in order to get them apart oftentimes, see, I can't, that one came off, that one did. But sometimes like this one here, it's dug in. So what you have to do is it'll go this way, but it won't go this way. It'll hit. So what I have to do is cut the pipe, and then I can slide it off.
So, I mean, you could reuse this stuff.
You can. Yeah, you just have to be, you know. New ceiling rings I would definitely recommend if you're taking them apart and put back together again. They're a little dirty, but no, they're fine. Like I said, it's been, you know, 6 or 7 years. I remember Levi was calling me on the phone when he was installing this, asking me some questions. It seems like it was just yesterday, but it was a long time ago. Get it all apart, inventory what we need, and order from OG and have them send them. And then I'm gonna go to Home Depot.
Trying to make nice, precise cuts. Look at that, looks pretty good. So I'm cutting, you know, cut around here, cut around there, cut around this. So we're gonna get that piece of angle to lock the floor in. I mean, the floor's already kind of locked. It's not going anywhere because of how we're butted up against the garage door. But then this will, when we do this angle piece, it'll really lock everything in. So as the guys lay out, then I'll start teaching them how to measure and cut too, and we'll just do cuts. So this was a little more work because I had to cut. You know, so there's that. I wanted to get that little bump in there in the corner, and so these are all straight cuts. So these will be a little bit easier to do. But I'm using it on left-handed saw. I'm starting to get it. It's like I feel like I'm trying to shoot free throws backwards. All right. So before the wash bay, they didn't have a drain. So now I have the new drain. A couple of glaring problems in this wash bay in its current set. Do you see? Can you pick them out? Can you people pick them out? Which one? Number one, the lights. Can I get these lights on? Can I turn these on to see the brilliance and beauty of what 90 plus CRI looks like from Amazon? Just wait for it. Oh yeah, that is just quality light.
You look better in that light.
Yeah, I look like a blue. It's yeah, it's good. So we're gonna rip those out, and then we got a monosmatic boom pole, which is awesome. And I wish we ship a bunch of Prevost here so we could get rid of this rapid air business. Yeah. But we have 10 days, 8 days. Yeah.
I'm just ordering a couple.
We may have blown Jeff's budget already here. If I tell him he needs another 5 Gs.
What's his budget? $14?
Huh?
What's his budget? Like $14?
Yeah, no, his budget's blown. His budget was $0. We talked him into many dollars. Is this Cox Hose Reel's new edition? Oh, is this from Temu Special? So we might have to address that a little bit here, but we're getting pretty good. I think this wash bay is going to be pretty good. They have the FRP fiberglass reinforced plastic, which is nice, and the seams all come together. So this looks good. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty functional wash bay here. I don't know if we need that big of a drain. Gee whiz, that's a giant drain.
Well, so they were saying that it doesn't actually drain.
Oh, this is just a basin. Yeah.
Have to go into the ground, and so
Yeah.
they have pumps that they're going to scavenge and pump outside.
Yeah, so you'll fill it up. I mean, this probably holds 100 gallons of water, and then you just pump it out. That's a good idea. It'll save you a lot of trouble trying to put a drain in, you know? I didn't even think about that. We can just dig a big hole.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. I was wondering how they got a drain in here. Yeah, so we'll put the Mosmatic wand holder on the wall somewhere in here so you can holster, because I think they've just been kind of laying it on a cart. We'll get rid of this that junk MTM, the gun I hate, the Aqualine gun. I hate that gun. It's the worst gun that they make, and for whatever reason, everybody decided that was the one. It's because it's the only one that I decided not to have. So we'll get rid of that and get them we got to get a proper Mosmatic in here as well. So we're going to be overnighting some parts from Florida, you know, as we get through the project. But in here, they're going to do, this will be the only border to kind of break up the gray flooring. So we figured doing a single gray, slate gray flooring, because there's a lot more going on with all the ceiling in here, with all the grid and video equipment and stuff. So we figured, plus like with some of the accent walls and the big TRC logo there, it made sense to keep the flooring simpler, because we have the pop from some of the other walls in the place, with white walls with the FRP and then the Rag Company logo and stuff going on in the ceiling. So Anyway, I'm going to keep working on cuts here, and this does have a slope, but the SwissTrax will carry that slope. It'll kind of conform to it over time. It can only carry maybe like a half an inch, quarter inch, something like that, but it'll carry this transition. The Mosmatic fitting on there, that's good.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Do we have a Mosmatic gun here? I'm gonna go sledge axe that Aqualine junk.
I have one at my house.
Well, we need to get them one. So.
Well, I'm going to put an order in today. So
Yeah, okay.
as long as we order by 3 p.m.,
Just get the go-ahead before we order anything.
get us a budgetary number, and then we'll choose what to buy. Mike, you see my new shirt?
It's a garage giveaway.
You're like, you should wear one of these. You'd look good in this color.
I actually do look good in salmon.
I believe it. Yeah. It's a good
My
color.
skin.
Yeah. See, that's why I tanned up for this, just for this event, Mike. You know, I even got rid of the farmer's tan and went out with no shirt on, so I didn't have the white showing. You know how I mow a lot at the house? Yeah, I do a lot of mowing. Big. So what we're doing, we're going to use their shelf. No, it's not. It's probably not 360, and it's a little thinner. So, but anyway, we're going to utilize it. We'll clean it up, do what we can with it, you know. And then we've got everything taken apart. We're going to reutilize those fittings with new sealer rings. We need to buy 2 more Prevo 90s because what they had the inlet supply coming in at the top. We're going to bring it down that wall with Prevo and our clamps 90 this way and then 90 up into the bottom right here. Then we're going to do our typical system. They've already got the flex line. I took out their brass adapter. We're going to order a stainless steel adapter for our 3/4 pipe to 3/4 GHT. And then we're going to need a long hose. We're going to poke through the wall out of the 3-way valve, run it behind. There's a void. I'll show you where that is. Come on, Mike. Let's go for an adventure. So you see there's a void. They put this false wall in. There's a void back here. I can get to the back side of their wash area. Yeah, it's pretty dark in there, Mike. It's scary. You probably don't want to go in there. Anyway, and then I'll run a hose through the wall all the way down, poke through, and that'll be where our reel goes.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to get in the scutcheon plate so where I poke through it looks trimmed out.
Nice.
Then we try to do it right. Show them the way, Mike.
That's good, Mike.
That's what we do.
So what's the status of the rest of the project?
The rest of the hex light needs to come down.
Okay.
It's freaking hideous. I hope they really are taking that down.
They are, yeah.
Okay, good. And then we just, obviously the SwissTrax is easy, so they've got these guys doing that. So there's going to be a lot of cuts.
What do you think is the plan for today?
Today it's going to be getting everything set. I'm going to bolt the pressure washer to the wall, the CR spotless to the wall. I'll plumb what I can with that. That'll be done. And then I'll order everything else, so that'll land tomorrow. We'll finish that up tomorrow. They'll work on Prevo the rest of the day. I will probably unbox the compressor, figure out where that's going, see what I need for that. But the 2 main things is going to be me messing around with the pressure washer system, and then those guys can install this stuff, and then just ordering parts. Mike, did you see this shirt? Mention this again. It's a giveaway shirt, Mike. $85,000 garage.
People could win.
Could be yours. Hat. You buy a hat and a shirt together.
They could buy some coffee.
So it's an entry for every dollar spent. Is that correct?
So the minimum spend is 5.
My ensemble here is what, $80 maybe? So that's 80 entries. It's pretty good. $80 or 80 entries, and you get a chance to win 1,000 times that. So anyway.
Can we do Prevos, do you think? We'll have time to do it?
To do where? To swap all this stuff out?
Yeah. So what we would do, we drop a
all
line
this?
here. So we keep a manifold here, right? We'll abandon that manifold because there's no reason to have that. Useless. Right, so we'll get rid of that line. So we're gonna come out of here, and then
There's a lot up here,
we'll get rid of that manifold. I don't need that manifold. I don't need that manifold. So all we really need is we need air over here. One here and one there. Right here and there. We run our Prevos line across. It'll terminate here.
Why wouldn't we just run the line, the trunk line, same way we're running this one, and then just run drops straight tee off and run drops down?
Yeah, okay.
Because I can make a swing joint out of a couple 90s to follow that angled wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd want to bring it down here.
We're gonna need a T for every drop, a 90 for the last drop. So basically, well, no, we're only doing one drop in between. This is inlet. We're gonna leave this one. So there's one T there, and a 90.
So we're pretty sure that we won't have enough to do this all in Prevost. Plus, it'll take a lot of time. They already have a trunk line with rapid air running right down the truss, or right down the purlins there. So we just don't like how this looks up there with that janky business. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep this manifold here. I just think that's a good central location to have a manifold.
It is.
And so, but we're gonna use the rapid air trunk line, and we're gonna come off it. We're gonna adapt to Prevost.
Yep.
Because we have these adapters coming off. They're female up there, but we have these adapters up there that we can come off and convert to Prevost for the part you can see.
Yep.
Do a little real man sharpening here. Hey Anthony, do we have a regular ladder, like a step ladder? That's not an answer I'm looking for. That's not an answer. That's not the answer I'm looking for. I'm like, yeah, I'll go find one, Matt.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that, but I will ask.
That sounds about right.
Okay, Jimmy found it.
Okay. We need 2 of them.
2 of them? 2 of them?
Yeah. Yeah, this is.
Built all this air for us.
You did this, Levi?
Yeah, just me.
Yeah. Nice. This is.
Laid it all out, built it all himself.
Yeah, it's really good.
Planned it, drew it. How you story that happened. Matt, you're sitting on Anthony's bed.
These guys are making me look bad, Mike. We don't have anything cool like this.
Your office will be there one day.
Well, right now my office is just an empty void of ideas.
I want people to have fun. I want people to enjoy themselves. And, you know, the way I say it, you guys are on vacation. You're working, but you're also you're hanging out with us. And we're fun people.
I guarantee you, Matt would love those Pop-Tarts.
Oh, are they pretty good?
They are.
What do you like about them?
Holy cow. So many calories.
And they're kind of cakey, right? They're fun. Matt, you should have one.
67 carbs for 2 pastries.
All right, I've got the go-ahead from the powers to be that we can do the Prevost setup here. So we're going to utilize the main trunk line like I've been talking about. But this is brain busting stuff. We're, you know, how many miles, 1,000 miles away, 2,500 miles away? So I got to get this right. I got to order the right stuff and get it here. And so it's only about $1,000 worth of stuff. So it's not like a crazy amount of money in comparison to all the money we've already spent here. But to get rid of those goofy lines and have everything look beautiful and pretty, and again, we'll utilize the main trunk line. It's all going to work out.
All right, so let's give you an update where we are right now. So we've gone through, we've taken the pressure washer apart, we've inventoried everything that we have, everything that we're going to need. We just placed an order with OG for it's about $1,500-$1,600. That should cover everything that we need for the pressure washer install. And then we're revamping their air system. We're going to get rid of a lot of this AccuAir stuff. I think it's AccuAir is what it's called. And we're going to adapt and go to Prevo on all the drops. We're going to move where the drops go. We're going to put a couple of reels down there on that wall. So we ordered all that stuff too. Jumper hoses, custom jumper hoses, which obviously you guys know you can buy from us. If you need any length pressure washer hose, we can make a custom length for you. So we ordered an 18-inch for the discharge from the pressure washer to our 3-way valve, a couple anti-vibration clamps. We ordered the proper length hoses for their boom poles. Their boom poles are way too long. The hoses are dragging on the ground, as you can see. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to measure from end of boom pole to the ground and add 3 feet. So that way when you pick the hose up, it's not dragging on the ground, because the way they have it now is as it's dragging, it's not really following you. It's smacking the side of the car and what have you. So they were going to mount a reel over there because they said, oh, the hose always smacks the car. Well, it's because your hose is too long. So we ordered a proper length hose for here, and there's a boom pole outside. That's where the other pressure washer point will be. So we'll put the 3-way valve on this back wall here. I'll show you what we're going to do. Our CR is going to go here. We're not using these holes because it was crooked. So I'm going to mount the CR over these holes, get it level, put the pressure washer right here. Where this copper is coming out, we're going to use a Prevo pipe offset, come down and 90 into our CR spotless. And then our pressure washer will be here. Discharge will be here. I'm gonna put a 3-way valve here. We're gonna shove these hoses up inside this, I think they use, looks like a toilet flange. We're gonna shove those up there, and we're gonna have some nice whips made, some custom length hoses with bend restrictors. And these will go right into where a 3-way valve will be mounted, just like this, right about here. So pressure washer, discharge into here, and then 90 up to the 2 hoses here. They'll run up here and up into their flange there. And so I'll shove all this slack up inside because there's a void up here. That way we're not looking at these rusty fittings and stuff. You know, this is not ideal. We're gonna also replace this with a stainless steel coupler.
Are we changing that hose?
No, this hose is about 40 feet long. It goes up all the way through, widens through, goes through the building, out across some stainless steel structure onto their outside pressure washer, boom pull. So we're gonna leave this, we're just gonna hide it and put a good coupler on it. So that'll take care of that. This air is gonna go away because they don't need that anymore in here. This was to pressurize, I guess, all their chemical injection systems, so that's going away. I'll probably pop all these out and go ahead and fill these with white silicone on this FRP to at least make it look better than it does. So the compressor's going right where Trevor's standing. It's the same brand we installed at Fred's.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
The Compact X.
Yep, exactly. It's the Compact X. So that's going here. These are coming off. So and this, I think they're probably going to take the Sabre cabinet off. Anyway, that compressor's going here, and we're going to come out of the compressor we'll reutilize their whip here, come out with Prevo and poke through the wall and come out across, and then we're going to mount Prevo on the face of the wall instead of it having sticking up way up in the air. See how they have it now? See how it's way up in the air? So I'm going to poke out like up here and 90 this way, and then this will be Prevo, we'll T here. This will be our feeder to feed that trunk line, and then there'll be a Prevo manifold down here. So, yeah.
Looking like something.
Yeah, good job, Mike. Good job. There's a lot of chaos going on right now, but it always looks like this.
Yeah.
It's a little more chaos than we're used to, probably.
We need to do our hex light smashing session. People are asking.
Oh yeah, we need to get these hex lights out of here.
Well, they need to be smashed.
Yeah, they should be. They should be. All hex lights should be smashed. I'm sorry. They're just. They mess with your eyes too. Looking at them, they just don't look good. They're busy. Look how much nicer these linear fixtures look.
It's ordered. Talk to my dad. They'll get it out tomorrow. So we won't get it tomorrow. We'll get it the next day.
Bummer.
I mean, it's 4 o'clock already.
Can they get at least the small Prevo stuff out so I can do the pressure washer?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I'm going to put it all in one box.
All right.
It's all right. We got plenty of cuts to do.
Yeah, I can do that tomorrow. I just can't do any Prevo stuff or any pressure washer stuff till we get that stuff.
Yeah, if they ship it tomorrow, we'll get it the next day.
We'll have it Thursday.
What is
No,
today?
Friday.
What is
Today's
today?
already Wednesday.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll be all right.
All right.
We get all the other things buttoned up. Yeah.
Well, we can do cabinet install.
Yeah, well, I'm going to cut right now. I'm going to cut that first so that way I can put the cabinets in.
Yeah, we can do it. There's a lot. Back, Mike. That's working. All right, so what I did was I sweat a down here. I'm going to get an escutcheon to go around this to trim that out. They didn't have one before, and I think it looks better. So I just need to plug this off until we get the rest of our fittings in. And then this will be our water. So I'm going to put a Prevo offset to the wall, come down and over and up into the CR. So
That's going to be nice.
it will be.
A lot better than that hose bit there.
Yeah. Janky hose bib up there like that. Yeah. So it'll be
I like
good.
your hat, Mike. That's a good hat.
So this is a giveaway hat, Mike.
People are going to get annoyed that we mentioned the giveaway 500 times, but what else are we going to do?
I mean, that's what everyone else does that tries to make a living,
Right.
right? I mean, that's what we have to
We got to
do.
keep you employed, otherwise.
Yeah, and you
Matt's
too.
been talking about it, you know.
The giveaway or keeping me employed?
But yeah, pull 'em.
So on the Russo stuff, they for shipping, they don't come with the leveling feet on it. And we definitely want the leveling feet so we can get the cabinets totally dialed. So the feet have, like, there's a bunch of different ways they fit. And so on that set, we put them on backwards. And so if I tilt this forward, you can see, Mike, how the front feet are positioned to the outside of the base. So to give you a view of how it would go. Now the rear looks quite a bit different. All right, so let's torque those down when we got it in the air this time. I love them, yeah. Look at like just the fit and finish. Every other cabinet that we've had. Saber's fit and finish has been really good. These being made in North America, it's rare to have this kind of precision. And so like all the welds, all the bends, they're all precise. All the powder coating is precise. 2 of them did get hit by the shipping company, which is inevitable with a big heavy cabinet. Luckily, one of them was only a door, so we can just replace the door. Yeah, the powder coating is very consistent. It's beautiful. I mean, just like the toolbox that I got. So, I mean, I don't think there's any question. Out of all the cabinets I've spent time with and seen, I think these are the best in the world. This is not ideal, Mike. This is not what I'm looking for here in my performance, tool performance. Just looking for a Phillips screwdriver.
So we want is the top of the pressure, top of the CR, the top of this here.
Oh, the lighting's so much better over here.
Well, you can see yourself.
It's so much brighter. Super high quality color rendering indexing. It's got extra indexes.
Installing the CR spotless mic. I have Trevor inside backing up the bolt with a wrench, and I'm back here with where I'm through bolting it.
Drawers. Shipping damage. Blame the shipper.
So we're just laying out for the shelf, getting that drilled, and then we're gonna go same thing. We'll go back there. I haven't tightened these up yet, but that CR spotless is gonna be tight up against there. Shelf right over it. Pressure washer will be right at this height. So it's gonna look good. No, I don't. What shoe issues do I have, Mike?
Just those shiny heels are
You really like those, don't you?
They're special.
They're flashy.
They're special.
They're flashy, Mike. This level's seen better days, Mike. Look at that beauty. Now that is a Rag Company official level. Okay, we're good. But so you can see it's the same both directions. That's what you look for. As long as it reads the same both directions, the level's okay. I'm gonna set the pressure washer on there now. And then we're gonna be done for this today until then we're gonna start SwissTrax in here. So I want everything as close to the shelf uprights as I can. So I kind of laid it out on the floor out there. So by the time we get our 90s, because remember there's a cross pipe here, we're gonna come out like that. It's gonna be nice and tight. The pipe will literally just clear the shelf brackets and go over here.
Nice.
I think so. Try to keep it as compact as possible. We gotta swap out our cap for a vented cap. It's the new design. So the switch is in the back here rather than on top. Hey, Levi. So what I think I'm gonna do on this, with your expert approval here, is rather than have this big wad of cord, I'm gonna shorten it, but I'm gonna cut the GFI off. So I'm gonna put a GFI receptacle in.
As long as it doesn't void the warranty, I don't care.
Warranty? What warranty?
You know, the warranty.
It's got a warranty. If you call me and tell me it's broken, I'll tell you how to fix it.
There you go. That's right. You are the-
Status is I feel like a raisin.
Yeah.
I'm shriveled up like a freaking raisin. My eyes are probably blood red.
Yeah, that's not good.
I gotta go take my contacts out. I went hard. I went hard in the gym yesterday, hard in the gym today. I'm eating nothing. I'm dying.
Dude, let's see the Rousseau's over there.
Huh?
Let's see the Rousseau's over there. How they looking?
The Rousseau's are awesome, man. I'm pumped. I can't wait to get mine. the best cabinets in the world. I feel like such an idiot. I told this story. You know, I've been a Lista fanboy since I was in my early 20s. I always wanted them. And Rousseau, the thing I didn't like about the Rousseau, I think the Lista handles look better because they're recessed. But now after living with them, and you know, Lista stopped making aluminum handles. They only make plastic ones now. They don't even give you an aluminum option. And so just the fit, finish, the welds, the powder coating, it's amazing. The drawer glides, because the Listas have Austrian drawer glides, which are great. These have their own version of a drawer glide with a brace that runs across it, so you get zero deflection. When we get it all set up, I'll show you guys. So in tomorrow's video, we'll dig into that. But we made quite a bit of progress here today, I'd say. The big thing is making sure we order the things we need to get here, the things that we didn't plan for, which happens on every project. You do as much planning as possible, but then once you get eyes on things, we may make some adjustments. So we weren't planning on doing any pre-boats, but I just think it'll look way better. As good as this place is going to look when it's done, we may have a little bit of a sledgehammering of some smashing of some hex lights. So tomorrow, we won't get into the air compressor or the pressure wash because we'll be waiting on the stuff, so that'll be the next day. But tomorrow we'll be really digging into how we mount and set up the cabinets, leveling, feet, and all that stuff. We'll be doing more SwissTrax cuts. And the thing that I think the smart thing to do is you make the SwissTrax cuts early in the morning when you're fresh. It's a good day. This is a good life. I like doing this stuff. Every once in a while, get in, mix it up, do a little labor, complain a little bit, get tired, get hungry. Try not to go on a binge, because right now I'm in a very, very fragile state.
You need a good steak.
I have two of them, but they're just gross grass-fed fancy steaks, you know. I need some corn in there. I need some fat. There's little baby ribeyes, you know, I got from whatever Vitality, the one that Mike gets all the time. They look like water steaks. Giveaway hat tomorrow. What should I wear? Should I wear the burgundy or the? I wore that in the airport. I had my Rolex, my Pepsi. It's pretty close.
That's
you know.
a good combo.
Yeah, it was a nice combo. No one knew it was up though. I was waiting. I was hoping I'd get some comments from somebody saying, "Hey, I like the hat," and that no one. I've got a lot of good colors. So it's what's tomorrow's? Put it in the comments. What's the next video? What hat are we gonna do? Make sure to buy a hat. It's a garage giveaway. You want, like, we're gonna come to somebody's house. It could be as little as like in a month from now. Like if you won, like I picked you in the first week of September, we could theoretically be out there in October installing your garage. And the whole crew's gonna come. Maybe I can convince the ride companies guys to come help us because it's way better. Yeah.
We need one more ball valve we'll have to add because the ball valve that was here is no good. It's
Well, I'll call them tomorrow.
yeah, it's one of the stainless steel ones that fits into the CR.
Oh yeah, it's all jacked up.
Yeah. No.
Go get entered. Garage giveaway. You want to win this? Please help me out. I'm tired. I'm hungry. My eyes hurt.
Yeah.
My lips are chapped.
My feet are sore for some reason.
My collarbone hurts.
Hey, you did a good whammy there.
Got a number on it. Look at that.
You're lucky.